First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the River Hogs of Memphis taking on the Detroit Lions. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Kayvon Thibodeau racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see the franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Throwing, Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Not an easy spot here. yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it in some poor field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. But you look at this defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Jones looking to change the play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Jones out to the fly, that's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Riverhogs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Right side to Williams. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Gibbs again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Off-play action, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This one play there, he's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards there and a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Barkley is in for a touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Jones now throwing on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. A final shot before break. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. Across midfield. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Fighting off the defender. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman from 4 yards out. And the Riverhogs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's get out of here with a W offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Why does this have to happen? I swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 81 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Jones. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone.
There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And fights through one man. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with career touchdown number 60. And the Riverhogs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 14. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And a gain there of 11 yards.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 11. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Riverhawks stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A 1st down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Again, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Lions 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
People are getting paid. That's what we do.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Lions on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun now on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he still makes the catch even though it was tipped at the line. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Showtime! Let's make some noise!
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Okay, here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And some room to roam now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in need.